Hi, Ashley. I'm providing you a review of your informative speech. So I received your informative speech was due on the 14th. I think I received it on the 16th. You did mention to me that you had some problems with technology. And here we go. Doing a screen share with you. All right. So a few things here. You did mention to me about your um, the fact that you tried to do it with your group of classmates, but it wasn't possible. Somehow, the audience members did not show up. So a few things that I will tell you is that if you are having this trouble, you may have seen that I have provided some tips. Every time I provide tips on the course page, right before you get your um, uh, you get the whole list of assignments that you have. You'll see that I always post a tip. It is in your best interest to work with Verbonzi instructional technology. If you need some phone numbers or if you just want to, approach them, you can always approach them. You could also approach Verbonzi Tutorial Center in order to kind of do a test drive with them so that this doesn't happen later on. For some of you, some of your classmates were able to get pin themselves, spotlight themselves, and also have audience members in the gallery. For some of you, it did not work. So, this could happen. This could happen to anyone. Technology is, something that we are always trying to navigate and understand. So, the best thing for you is to get in touch with Wabonsi Instructional Technology. And if you need any information as to, I think if you just, do a Wabonsi Instructional Technology, Ryan Maloney search, you should be able to get them. Contact them. Verbonzi Tutorial Center is right there. And you can also call them up or find out a time when both of you can get together. You can actually also get an online audience. The tutors can be your audience as well. So let me know if you're interested to know more about this. And kind of do a dry run. Even if you do not have the speech prepared, just do a dry run just to see, all right, am I clicking at the right place? What am I doing wrong that I'm not getting gallery audience? They'll be able to, they're experts in this area, and they'll be able to provide you guidance with it. So that's one thing. So make sure you do that for your next speeches. This one I have, I'm going to consider the speech. However, remember this speech doesn't qualify as your as a speech that is accepted by IAI requirements. So the last two speeches, which is your rebuttal speech and your counter argument speech, in those two speeches, you will have to follow the guidelines in addition, of course, to your debate speech. So I will not count this. I'm going to leave this and just grade you based on your based on just based on your performance in the speech. I'm not going to think about the audience. You need to, if you remember, we need to have three speeches. The last two speeches are 3 minutes each. So each speech needs to be 5 minutes each. So kind of send you an email as well as that for in regards to this one. So now I will talk to you about what worked well and what could have been better in your informative speech. So here, a live recording. Yes, it was a live recording. I 6 minute speech. The time it went on to 9 minutes. I'll talk about this later. I'm not considering the audience, so I'm going to bypass this one and talk to you about the second thing. I did not see any note cards. You were supposed to show me note cards. I did not see any note cards that were shown to me before the speech. This one, I'm not going to talk about this one in terms of audience because I told you that I'm going to exempt your audience requirement in this speech. But remember, in this speech, you were very, very close to the idea. To the camera, I'm sorry. So a head to toe wasn't at all visible. I got a more of a torso, like a half bust, half torso view of you. So the one thing that I'm going to talk to you about is, let's say you see a speech on TED Talk. Yes, there's a professional whole crew there, have multiple cameras and they can do a full view of the speaker. But remember, the view that I saw was more of a Zoom call view, right? We don't want that. We want, even if you are doing it for an online audience, make sure that they get to see you as much as possible. A half bust view of yourself is not engaging, and more importantly, I am not able to assess a lot of things that I would like to assess. For example, movement, for example, a lot of gestures, hand movement, all of that, movement within the stage where you are presenting. I'm not able to observe any of that. Eye contact is heavily compromised. First of all, I do not see your note cards. B, I felt that it was either you completely memorized the speech, which is something that you do not want to do. It needs to be an extemporaneous speech, or you were reading it off the of your device. So in either case, it both may not be true. It may be that you did not memorize it, or you were not reading it off the camera. But the two or three things that you can do for somebody at my end not to have that kind of impression. A is go back. B is show me your note cards, and that'll give me a lot of room to also understand